bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown, we'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Oh, we know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.
Hello everyone, this is the Nameless One, and today we're going to be continuing the Lost Memories Second Chances campaign. I have here with me today pretty much everybody but Moon. Ice Cold Fiction and Nez. I really do need to add some more players to this one, just to balance out the roster. For those of you tuning in, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. I will have more on how to support the channel at the end of the stream, and a few announcements for upcoming events as well. Anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in with a recap. Who wants to do my recap?
I can go.
Okay.
So last session was basically just spent on a terminal. We learned some stuff about, I think it was the King in Yellow, and then we found a file about something called Princes, but it was like heavily encrypted. Like a bunch of the stuff on the computer was like unreadable, like from like corruption, but it looked different, and nobody could solve it or figure out like how to decrypt it. And then I just walk in, like Emerald just walks in, looks at it, and is able to read it immediately. It turns out it's a cognito hazard, and nobody else can physically write it down or read it. And when Emerald spoke it aloud, it gave everyone migraines. So, I am important now. I am allowed to look at the computers.
Oh, the implication that you weren't important enough to look at things.
And day before that, when we left the little slice of paradise, Pyre and Ivory and Nebula had a bit of a moment. And the fact that we actually found the bunker we're in was complete and utter accident, because Pyre got everyone really, really lost.
Goes to show, even if you guys fuck it up, I can still make it work.
Which I am thankful for.
Okay.
And we were going to camp inside the interior, just next to the exit, because safety.
And I think we're going to go ahead and skip the camp rolls for that and say that nothing of note happened during the night. I am going to ask Ice. Actually, never mind. I'm not going to ask Ice.
Yeah, don't ask.
You don't get asked.
You don't want to know.
You guys go ahead and we'll just start with the travel rolls.
Survival and perception.
With the chance of failure.
I guess we're rolling perception. Okay.
Yes.
And Pyre failed the survival roll.
Oh boy.
And I believe Ivory did as well.
Yes.
Okay. So it would appear that you guys have become lost. Even more so than you were before. You will... You guys are somewhere in the mountains now. I'm not even going to move the token to show you where, because you don't know. What do? It is getting towards the end of the day.
Pyre is very clearly frustrated at their lack of progress, especially the fact that it's pretty much her fault. I was probably going to look around to see if there is a place to camp.
For the most part, you're in an area that is very not suited for camping, but you also don't have much of a choice. Because the firelight does, in fact, help you from getting colder when you know there's no sunlight.
Yeah. Well, I suppose we don't have a choice but to camp.
Everybody ready to set up
Yeah.
camp?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You going for what for the camp?
Probably comfort and camo again.
Okay, make the appropriate rolls. You are able to camouflage your camp. And then, Emerald, go ahead and make your perception check. So, other than the previously noted entourage that you guys seem to have collected, something about this area seems just eerily quiet. To the point that you're hearing the slight whirring and ticking off in the distance of the clockworks. What do?
I guess just worry about that all night and then wake up the next watch.
Okay.
All right. Okie dokie.
So, you also note that it is exceptionally quiet. And you get the distinct impression that there's something out there, but you're not entirely sure what. Whatever it
Well,
is, it appears to be very well camouflaged or just invisible or a variety of other things.
yeah, that's fun. Yeah, not much we can do about that, really. Wake up the next person.
That'd be me.
Okay. Again, it seems as if there is something out there watching you outside of the frostworks. You can hear the slight ticking sound, and every time you look, it's almost like you see something, but not quite. It's hard to tell if it's because of the darkness or if you've run into another random cognito hazard.
Is the Tantabus nearby?
Nope.
Alright, that's concerning. Basically, she's trying to keep a sharp eye out on her watch. Is definitely concerned that the Tantabus isn't there, and she will go and wake next watch. And warn Ivory that there might be something out there that's being unusually quiet.
Oh boy, paranoia. Apparently not paranoid enough.
Ivory, you are so preoccupied with trying to find whatever this is that you do a really bad job at watch.
Wonderful.
Okay. Are you going to cook for the group?
Yeah, Ivory will go ahead and try. That passes.
Are you having issues with your
Okay.
sheet?
Yeah, my since I also updated my sheet, I can't use my skills.
I see. Perhaps other people should start prodding Moon besides me, because apparently he's just going to keep ignoring me. Anyways,
There one at Moon right now.
I bear no responsibility for any responses for that. But I will not say that I discourage it either.
I'm just an agent of change.
Anyways, so when you guys wake up and decide to start eating breakfast, you some of you notice that there are tracks around the camp that weren't there before. Because of the snow, though, it is hard to tell exactly what the tracks were, other than larger than you.
Wait. Are you saying the footprints are larger than ours, or that
Yes.
the footprints are big enough for us to fit in?
They're larger than yours.
Okay.
I take it there's not enough around for me to use any of my tracking skills, like which direction it went off in.
You can go ahead and try and do that. It seems to have circled your camp several times and then just been gone.
Once she kind of comes to that conclusion, Pyre's just kind of scratching her chin. And no, it's not the first time that's happened. And, you know, this exact kind of pattern. Something circling the camp and then leaving.
Well, this is certainly interesting. How much larger are the tracks, by the way?
About double the size of yours.
I'm not quite sure. This is certainly a conundrum. At least it left us alone.
There is that.
But none of us saw it. And it was right there.
Maybe another one of those hazards.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, keep your eyes out.
Ready for the travel rolls?
Yep.
The survivals will be
So.
at -4.
Missed by one. Unless... Okay, just made it then. Perception.
Uh, 13 minus 4. No, do not succeed though.
How did you...
I took the lead, Ivory assisted. That gives us just enough to pass.
I did not succeed my assist.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah, we failed by 1.
Okay, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. The math wasn't mathing.
Yeah, I was looking at the wrong roll.
Anyways, you guys continue to trek in a direction. Frustratingly enough, it seems as if something is interfering. What do?
Uh, nobody?
No. Only thing Pyre can think of, other than being incredibly frustrated, is to try to find a place to camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Again, not really many suitable places for camping here. And go ahead, make the camouflage roll. Okay. And Emerald, go ahead and make your perception check.
Well,
You spend the night with the creeping sensation that somebody is immediately behind you, despite your attempts to spin around and catch them in the act.
yep. I don't like that. Next.
Rapid,
Whoops. Clicked it twice.
we'll take the first one. So, Rapid, you see signs of the footprints of whatever it is that's been stalking you again, circling camp. Again, somehow the prints seem to have deteriorated to a point that you can't tell exactly what's leaving them, except the fact that it's bigger than you.
I really, really don't like this. Wake up the next person.
That would be Pyre. Pyre, you are so distracted at this point that you keep spacing out, trying to figure out what the hell is going on.
Is Tanibus anywhere?
Nope.
Alright, well, wake up next watch.
Ivory. Ivory, you catch just the
Didn't see so.
barest glimpse of something moving, but by the time you wheel around to check it, it's already gone. There's evidence of further tracks around your camp, but again, they just seem to circle but never lead anywhere.
I guess as long as it goes smoothly, Ivory will not wake the camp just yet, but he will relay the information once everyone is awake.
Do you do the food?
Yeah, he'll do the food.
That a pass?
He does the food well.
Okay.
Yes.
So, everybody in the morning, when you guys wake up, you do notice it does feel colder, despite the presence of Frenzied Flame and the decent gear that you have.
It's getting mighty concerning.
I think we should go back to the sanctuary. We're not making any progress, we're just getting hunted out here.
Yeah, do you think the Frostworks
Yes.
should even let us at this point?
I would assume not. Though I don't know exactly which one I would rather to face. An army of untellable numbers of Frostworks, or some invisible beast hunting us.
Yeah. I felt like there's something right behind me all night.
And Tanibus hasn't been here, and that concerns me.
Mm-hmm.
You guys ready to start traveling?
Yep.
Survivals are still at a
Yeah.
-4.
Even with help, I failed.
So, 12 -4, that's a failure.
Yeah, I think I failed both. Nope, I made the perception.
Okay. As you guys trek further and further in, the cold has started getting to the point that it's biting through your layers. Even bundling up with the old gear on top of the new gear, still not quite enough to stave off this stinging bite of the cold out here. Nez, I want you to roll me another perception at -2. Okay. As you guys make it to a spot where you're going to need to pitch camp, it is starting to pick up on the snow. It is looking like it might blizzard.
Oh, night's gonna suck.
This will certainly be a night.
What do?
Fire's gonna approach Frenzied Flame, and, other than the chance of getting a little bit warmer, she asks, "You wouldn't happen to know what might be hunting us, do you?"
He shakes his head and tells you that it's something from this era, not his.
Might be spell spawn, but could I roll spell spawn?
Go ahead. At a -4.
-4.
Because you don't have anything particularly telling at the moment.
Yeah, it's a no.
Despite your knowledge of the spell spawn, you are not entirely certain which one you are potentially dealing with yet. Especially given that they've given you no reference to what might be going on.
Alright.
You
Fire
got
is-
indistinct tracks, and to your knowledge, none of these spell spawn make things cold.
Alright. Fire's just kind of frustratingly motioning out towards all of the snow. I have no idea what could be out there. And I keep getting us more and more lost. I hope I'm doing the right thing.
He gives you... Well, he actually doesn't look at you. He just kind of gives you a grunt that doesn't seem to really convey much in the way of emotion, as he kind of gives the oncoming storm a grim expression. Do you guys have tents? I can't remember.
I probably do. I have a sleeping fur and a tent for one man, so I'm good.
I think all I had was a bedroll.
Personal basics sleeping fur.
Does the personal basics include a tent? Or is that separate?
No,
I don't believe so.
not in the short description, anyway.
It says etc.
Yeah, it's only like
And it says minimum gear for camping.
yeah, it's 1 pound of stuff, so probably not, considering a tent is 5 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nez, did you bring a tent?
It does come with a
Apparently
towel,
not.
though. You never know when you'll need a towel.
I have a feeling
all I
that
have
towel
is
is a
good
reference,
bag.
but
Yeah, all I have is a sleeping bag.
so I will say, Ivory, didn't you have a tent?
I could have sworn I had one. Apparently not.
Ivory over
Might
here
have left
tying
it in
up
the cart.
Ivory over here tying up tents. He didn't
Yeah, I
actually
remember-
have.
Just throw it in the cognito. I used to have a tent. I don't have it anymore. No one knows why.
It's probably when we abandoned our carts.
It's not an inconsistency. I swear.
So having stayed in one-man tents before, you can reasonably fit 2 people rather uncomfortably. So if Rapid is willing to share with someone, that is a possibility. Otherwise, you guys are going to need to figure out shelter.
Yeah, who wants to snuggle up with Ratchet?
I will. I suppose so.
Okay. So what are the other 2 going to do?
What's Frenzied Flame doing?
He has found the lee side of a rock and is curling up as close to Nebula as his flames will allow.
Yeah, that kind of figures. probably put her bedroll near the tent, whatever side the wind is not blowing.
I guess I'm gonna sit down next to Pyre. Yeah.
Okay. So can everybody roll me a regular health check?
A regular one. There it is.
It seems I'm very cold.
Okay. So, Emerald, your fatigue points are cut in half until you leave this area.
Great.
Everybody else, when you wake up in the morning, there is a heavy mountain of snow that has covered the majority of y'all. The cold and wet is absolutely miserable for those of you that were not in a tent. And for those of you that were, you are still dry, but also miserably cold still.
So basically, Pyre looks like a cold, wet dog with all of her fur.
Yeah, you know, that big bedraggled cat look.
Exactly.
Which you might want to do something about. Because you and your gear right now are basically soaked. And I don't know if you realize this, but sub-freezing temperatures are not very friendly to that.
Again, what is Frenzied Flame doing?
It appears that he has made a I would call it a hot spring, but it's kind of more of just like a lukewarm spring based off of the bowl of melted snow in his area. So he and Nebula are also very thoroughly soaked. Though he is drying a little faster than everybody else. Nebula looks none too pleased with this entire situation, given that she woke up nearly drowned.
I'll just make sure my gun is nice and dry.
Right. Well, yeah, Pyre will go over her weapons.
They are probably not safe to fire anytime soon at the moment. Not unless you want things exploding.
Yeah, afraid of that.
For Rapid, yours are, like I said, you are dry and your weapons are dry as well. Not saying that the cold would be good to be overly using a weapon like that for, but it is, at least at the very minimum, not soaking wet and partially frozen. So, what are you gonna do?
I don't think there's really else anything we can do but to continue on.
Try going
I
back
don't
to
think even
Marshall.
retracing our steps would help at this point.
Yeah.
Can we still see the big old beacon thing?
Nope.
Oh no.
I am going to point out that you have two people whose gear is not sopping wet. and who has personal basics, which include a towel.
Mm-hmm.
So unless you want hypothermia, you may want to
Oh, you
ask.
need a towel? Here you go.
Can we borrow the towel?
Sure. Wonder if
Just
we can use
looks
Frenzy Flame as a
over.
dryer.
So just see dripping wet cat version of Pyre, just like, I think you might need the towel more than me right now.
I'll do my best to dry off as much as possible.
So I will say that you are able to at least sufficiently dry yourself off, though you're going to need to seek assistance from Frenzied Flame to dry your gear. Especially given that right now it's not exactly safe to just set down a fire, considering that you had to climb out of several feet of snow.
Yeah, kind of at that point, Pyre just approaches Frenzied Flame with her head down, ears flat, and just kind of very quietly, could you help us dry our gear?
He takes your stuff and places it on his back, and you guys are basically going to have to, without tripping him, walk under his legs to stay warm enough to survive.
Fun.
So, go ahead. The survival roll is still at a -4.
Damn it.
You missed it by a -4.
Wow, that was a terrible roll.
I mean, at this point, I don't even have to tell you guys there is a -4. You just keep missing it.
I'm missing it before the modifier even comes in, so I'm getting knocked out in round 1.
So is Rapid the only one that sees? Or is nobody else run?
Use goggles.
Sorry.
Because Emerald roll perception have failed. Oh, Pyre sees.
Pyre can see.
So about halfway through y'all's journey for the day, you are able to get your gear back in a state that is wearable again. Rapid and Pyre. It is still snowing fairly heavily, not blizzarding though, at least. But as you guys are traveling, in you glancing off to the side, it's almost like you see something indistinct and white. And whatever it is, whenever you look at it, it looks back at you and then just kind of fades into the snow. What do?
Ghost?
I hope it's a ghost, and I hope it can't hurt us.
Yeah, we've dealt with ghosts before. That wasn't great.
Well, I did defeat one before. Not so sure I can for this one, but we shall see.
Okay. You guys gonna set up camp?
Yep.
How about this time we store the weapons in the tent?
Yeah, probably be a good idea.
Yes, please.
Hold on, I need to check something real quick because this is a question that I've never had to ask. See. How long is 50 inches in feet?
Like
A little over 4.
1 point or 50 inches.
That's like
Or-
4 feet and 2 inches.
Okay.
Yeah, rounded up.
I just wanted to make sure that the yeah. Just want to make sure the rifle that your companion is carrying would technically fit, and it should.
Good.
Yeah, because you don't want the bolt on that exploding.
Yeah, there's a party wipe right there.
A boom.
I wouldn't say a
I'm
party wipe,
Definitely
but
making sure my
you may lose your hooves and most of your face.
I don't need them anyway.
Yeah, probably try and store the towels in there as well.
I'm definitely keeping my revolving shotgun, which has a notorious reputation in history. I'm keeping that thing dry.
Give me just a sec to... there we go.
Casual chamber.
Can the DM make a bit of a suggestion that might help you guys a bit?
Please.
You
Sure,
guys
DM. Make a suggestion.
You guys are using bedrolls. And I don't doubt that if you're carrying basics, you have at least something akin to 550 cord. Why are you guys not making makeshift tents or lean-tos?
Because then you can't sleep in the sleeping fur.
Because we
Yes.
wouldn't have a floor.
Right. That would at least keep dry, but it wouldn't do much for the cold.
That is
Yeah,
true.
you'd be like lying on the snow, which is not a great idea.
Yeah.
I mean, all around you, you're either going to be lying on the snow or lying in the snow. Because you guys have bedrolls, not a sleeping bag system. Because I know there are systems out there that exist, but that is a multi-part system that I doubt would be classified as just a bedroll. If the creators of this actually knew it existed.
So we could attempt to use one as a lean-to and one to lay on and just be really close together.
I mean, you already got one part of the group sharing a tent, so might as well.
I mean,
Quick full huddle.
Alright, we'll do the lean-tos.
As you got about to get all kinds of up close and personal with your Kieran buddy.
yeah, I should point out, I didn't actually have a sleeping roll either. I've just been sleeping on the dirt this whole time, and yeah, I'm not doing great.
I'm just gonna do this real quick and take a look at. You know, this is what I get for letting you. Oh, it. Okay, that is all you have. This is what I get for not stressing the need for survival's tools.
Yeah.
I mean,
Got a mini TV set.
at least you have the light cloak.
Yeah. I mean, when I bought equipment, I was not expecting, like, Tundra.
But at least with the bedroll, you can be prepared. Like, I'm not expecting everybody to have all of the equipment, but, like, the tent makes sense, and the bedroll makes sense to just have for, like, shelter if it says, say, starts raining. Because regardless of whether or not it would be feasible for the tech level necessarily, actually it would be feasible for this tech level, I would have assumed that the tent was waterproof. Because you can waterproof things without it being modern age.
Yeah.
Rather effectively, might I add. It has to be very consistently flooding for it to actually not be able to repel water with most methods. So perhaps maybe next time you might want to pick up bedroll and tent for those of you that did not.
Yeah,
Definitely.
tents and sleeping furs are both TL0. Sleeping bags are TL6.
Yeah. I think I would have counted the sleeping bag as the multi-part system in that case. Because when I was in the military, they had a sleeping bag that had 2 inserts and then an outer shell that was specifically made to be waterproof, and you could seal it from the inside so that basically nothing could get in. Having had to have used that in a fucking thunderstorm, it works pretty well. And people wonder why I don't go camping anymore. But yeah. I will count this as lesson learned.
Yeah. Future campaigns have like a list of recommended equipment.
I think that I will actually start doing that. Based on tech level, we will make sure that certain equipment is specified as not mandatory, but highly, highly recommended. That way, when it comes to people not buying it, I can't be blamed for it.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since I am looking to make most of the campaigns feel more like Lost Memories in its progression and scope. Let's see. Anyways, let me check the time before we continue. Oh yeah, we haven't even got an hour yet. At least not according to this. Yeah. So, excuse me. You guys setting up camp?
Gonna be in comfort and camo again.
I mean, as comfort as you can get with what you've got.
Yeah. But yeah, it made camo.
Okay. Emerald. It is not actively blizzarding, so I am going to make you guys do watch.
Okay.
Okay. So you also see this mysterious white figure that you can't quite make out their shape. You can tell they're white. They're indistinct, and they have glowing eyes. But that's all you see.
Yep. I'm gonna point that out to Rapid when they wake up.
Okay. Rapid, you don't
No.
see any of it.
Okay, well, that's very concerning. Maybe it is actually a cognito hazard. Who knows? Next person.
That would be great.
Yeah.
So, as you are doing your watch, you actually are like really sure that you saw a white wolf. Go ahead and roll me a new spell spawn.
Alright. No disadvantage this time.
No disadvantages, nope.
Pass.
So it would appear that you are currently being followed by the Twin Deaths. You've only really heard of descriptions of them, but one of them is definitely a oversized white wolf. The other, you've heard varying descriptions, but you know that they both wear death masks.
Was Pyre not there when we last saw them?
No, not that I remember.
I thought we met the Twin Deaths.
No, we met Death, but not the Twin Deaths.
No, we met the Twin Deaths like a long time ago.
I'm talking about specifically for Pyre.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I seem to remember two beings very interested in Doc appeared. I think you said they were the Twin Deaths.
Were you there for that?
Yeah, I was there for that.
Oh, Pyre was there for that.
I knew it was around the tower, and that's when Pyre showed up.
Yeah. It's not us forgetting, it's a cognito hazard.
That's why I remembered.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence.
Okay. Not the best roll with, but I made it.
So, based off of what's happening right now, more than likely, if you have attracted the Twin Deaths, you specifically attracted the pony rather than the wolf. But they just come together, if that makes sense. Like they're a package deal. Because one represents one type of death and the other represents another. And given your current path, hypothermia is a very lonely form of death. Lonely and kind of... You don't go out with a bang, you go out with a whimper. That being said, there is a potential that in attracting them, that in and of itself may be, for lack of a better way to say it, altering your fate. Much in the same vein as, say, a cognito hazard prevents you from seeing it, their proximity may make it harder for you to find your way. By the
I
way,
take it if I were to try to say anything to them, would they even hear me?
can you stave off starvation by telling it to stop?
True.
Maybe. Let me try.
It's just that they've, physically come into the camp before.
Yes, but they weren't hunting you.
Right.
The Twin Deaths have two different... As you were taught by your camp, they have two different modes, essentially. They have one where you can just encounter with them while they're wandering. And that's where most people that see them are safe. But then there's their hunting phase, and that's when you know you're fucked. Unless you can find a way around it.
Again, no Tantabus.
Again, no Tantabus.
Fire, very, very concerned, kind of wakes up Ivory, and you can tell she's really down in the dumps as she almost tearfully looks at Ivory. The Twin Deaths are stalking us.
His eyes kind of widen a bit. Oh. Good. We're sure. Right?
I saw the White Wolf.
This is not exactly what I had thought. Oh no.
Yeah, we could really use a guide. I'm gonna try and get as much sleep as I can.
Yes, you rest, and I will. I'm not sure what I'll try.
What do? So you don't really get very distinct glimpses of them, but they are...
Mm-hmm.
Now that you know what you're looking for, you know that they're out there.
Ivory is going to basically try and spend the entire night planning some kind of way out of this, trying to get a path, or just trying to help when it comes to it. Just try and prepare as much as he can.
So while you're doing that, I need you to roll me an intelligence check. So, without knowing everything about it, you do know that the Twin Deaths are something that is seen as kind of inevitable.
Yeah.
But you also have something that might be, for lack of a better way to say it, a bit of a trump card. After all, you've kind of defied expectations with this thing before.
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to spell it out, or did you figure it out?
I'm assuming you're talking about me making a deal to survive the psycho.
Nope.
No.
I think you
Okay.
might be talking about Doc.
Yes, because the drooling buffoon in the background is going to help you any.
Yeah. I feel like you're gonna have to spell it out. A lot of things have happened.
But first, I'm going to ask the group if anybody else has put it together, or is it really that obtuse right now?
With the hint of Doc, last time we met them, they were very, very interested in him.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's
So
not.
maybe the,
It's not anything to do with the doc, and it's not anything
Oh.
specific that has happened in regards to them.
The only thing I can possibly think of is the Tantabus exists and is not here right now.
Okay, wait. That just kind of him saying the Tantabus. Would it have to do with the vision that Ivory saw? Am I on the right track?
No,
No. Okay. Then yeah, you're gonna have to.
it has something
Probably.
to do with seeing or not seeing.
Oh, he's an oracle,
No,
right? No.
it's not.
Blakeheart?
It's something to do with your group, but not with specifically Ivory or Doc, because Doc's not going to help you.
Nebula.
Right now. Nebula is not technically part of the group. She's following your group.
Technically.
Okay, I think at this point you need to spell it out.
Yeah.
What is the expectation of Cognito Hazard?
That you don't understand it, or that it doesn't get like recognized in the first place.
And how did you defy those expectations?
Nez
Hi.
or Emerald.
Do I need to spell it any further?
I assume they want they want Emerald.
No.
Okay. No.
No, you're not trying. I am not trying to kill off Emerald.
I'm not saying kill off Emerald. I'm saying they want to talk to Emerald like how they wanted to talk to Doc.
Yeah,
No.
don't sell me out, please.
Like I told Cold, they're in their hunting phase. That doesn't mean they want to talk to anybody. That means they see oncoming death. And like I said before, I believe the way I phrased it is there is a potential that they hasten that death through their mere presence. Now you need some way to defy that. What has changed since you guys got lost that has been making things difficult for you? And I'm not talking about just in-character related. Think about it as the game as a whole.
The
long
weather,
have
the
we been
blizzard,
lost?
it's been getting harder. We've been getting super lost.
And
It's
what
been
has
getting
that
colder and colder.
what has that caused for you guys as you have been lost? What has been making things even more difficult?
Lack of experience.
No, this is meta information. What has
The
making
dice?
it? Thank you, Nez. You guys have been rolling at a -4.
Yeah.
Where do you think that's coming from?
That
The default minus.
I
It is
feel
not
like
a
it's
dude.
a Wendigo, but like
them is
we haven't
it's come
seen
from
it
them,
really.
right?
There we go.
They're hunting. Yeah, they're quickening our death.
So, if you are going to defy that fate, what do you think you should do?
Shoot it.
I wish.
I like how I gave you all of the answers arrayed out in front of you, and your response is to try and hit it with a hammer.
Like
What? Okay, so wait, like what?
the way
Besides
it's supposed to
succeeding rolls and asking and like helping someone, there's no. We can't meta fight it
So,
by like terms of rolls because we
I
keep
don't-
failing the rolls to help each other.
Yeah, I don't think this particular group is friendly enough to friendship it away.
I mean, like for instance, I've been trying to aid Pyre. However, I keep failing my own rolls, so I can't aid Pyre.
So, if, like, I'm going to lay out this line of logic. If you guys are both having trouble that might be imposed by the twin deaths, and you have already seen Nez or Emerald essentially defy fate, defy the understanding of a cognito hazard, what is something that you could potentially try?
Try to get Emerald to help us, or try to chuck Emerald at them.
I
So
could
let's-
read to the Wendigo and trying to get it to leave.
So we're going to grab that first thread. If it works like the cognito hazard, logically speaking, it might work in such a way that, you know, Nez may not have penalties.
It might be magical in origin.
What is the what are the twin deaths classified as?
Legends? They're in the legends.
No, there's a specific term used for them. I literally asked Cold to roll it.
Spells.
Oh, spell spawn.
Which would mean that they are magical in origin.
So
They're also
we need to borrow Emerald.
Yeah,
they are
that's
also
something
noted,
outside of Ivory's wheelhouse.
Actually, as far as I remember, they are noted to be weapons of war from a time before you guys were around.
As outside of Ivory's wheelhouse. Anything magical.
I'm pretty sure it's in the book.
I mean, he would in the actual Legends of the Equestrian Waste, it doesn't mention them as spell spawn.
Does it not? It's
No.
been a little while since I looked at my own book.
No, it just gives a description of what they're like, and then they follow the Dam of the Waste. Sometimes they speak of soul-crushing abysses and meaningless silent deaths. Other times they speak of battlefields drenched in blood and hunters eviscerating prey. I would describe what I saw that day, but no pony ever sees them the same. It doesn't say they're spell spawn or have any actual connection to magic.
I will note that, you know, even without the connection to Spellspawn, something that is essentially a harbinger of death should very much speak as a connection to magic. But, you know, you're also a Tech Knight, so everything that is not made out of metal is, well, even some things made out of metal is magic as far as you're concerned.
Yeah, so
Now, Fire kind of having the knowledge that she has, would she be able to put together that this is magical in origin?
I will say that yes, because it is a spell spawn.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna have you roll spell spawn again for me. We'll say that you guys are
Okay.
awake and trying to decide what to do next.
Damn it.
God damn, you're trying to crit fail now. So, given the information that you have from right now, you know what, fuck it, just roll it again.
Nameless is getting sick of our stupidity.
So,
Or just bad freaking luck.
you know that there are two classifications of spell spawn. There is the old world spell spawn, like the Twin Deaths, the Hunter, all of the most terrifying ones. And then there are the ones that are just twisted abominations that have been birthed from magical radiation, essentially. And those are like your wolves with hardened shells instead of regular skin that can move at unnatural speeds. And you know that as a old world spell spawn, they are ancient weapons of war that were let loose and have no specific purpose anymore. Now, what kind of weapon of war just walks up and watches people die? Like, what purpose would that have? It's kind of a trick question. What purpose would a weapon of war that doesn't actually do anything to hasten their death do for anybody?
Other than the obvious that it's a really
There's a
damn good
million
weapon,
things.
I don't know.
What do you mean it's a damn good weapon? If it doesn't do anything to make their death happen faster, then it's a terrible weapon.
I don't know, psychological warfare?
I mean, it could be collecting something.
The other logical conclusion is it is doing something. It's just not something that you can see, and the psychological warfare aspect of it is the fact that it's hunting you guys. But in the act of hunting you guys, it may be doing something else alongside that. I will note that when you guys run into penalties in-game, most of the time you know something is harder than usual. To include this survival roll. Or at least that's the way that I've always interpreted it. We don't have Moon here to try and counter me, so this is the way we're going with. So essentially, you guys know something has become more difficult, and the most common factor right now that you have is the fact that you have a pair of spell spawn that are known for being around specific types of death. One either being that impotent whimper death, or the other being a blaze of glory death. And last I checked, you guys are not going out in a blaze of glory if you die of hypothermia, which is the most likely thing to happen right now. Now, to fix that, what do you think you should do?
Well, meta knowledge would be have Emerald in contact while doing the survival.
That may not necessarily work. You may need to let Emerald do the thing, is what I've been trying to point out.
What thing?
Does Emerald even have Emerald? What's your
I
survival
have
check?
survival. I just don't have fucking Tundra.
Which I believe is just like a -3 for
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
defaulting.
-3.
Emerald, what's your highest survival?
Woodlands at 12.
Yeah, looks like
that's
great.
why.
You guys
it's
can
not
still
really
aff-
gonna be any better.
You guys can
Yeah, that would be an 8
still assist.
or a 9.
At a
A
-3,
12
that
min-
would be a 9.
I was about to say that's a 9.
Yeah. I was getting the math around you. That's basically what I'm rolling now.
And
Damn it,
so unless
Emerald.
he had the specialization, it's basically the exact same we got.
Damn it, Emerald.
Mm-hmm.
I had a cool thing planned, and you had to have a terrible skill.
Nameless didn't think this one out very much.
Why would I put
To be fair-
None of our characters are from the mountains.
To be fair, with this situation, it wasn't really planned out in advance. Either way, for the intents and purposes of this, I might as well just let you know. Emerald was going to avoid the -4 penalty that, say, if Rapid decided to try to do this, he would have a -4 on top of the -3. So, a -7. If that makes sense. But apparently, even with that, it's still rolling the same shit. So I guess.
Nameless?
Hmm?
That whole, like, hand-holding adventure, like, I think the main reason why it was so painful is because none of us were expecting you to suggest that Emerald does a skill check. And it would have to be something with, like, dealing with the Wendigo.
It's not a Wendigo.
Or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Nobody is
why
expecting Emerald to make a skill check.
I don't know why that's so hard to think about. Emerald is not in.
Emerald has never done a survival check.
I just assumed that it was getting harder because it's getting colder. Like,
No, the cold
How
is.
Derp
Yeah.
is supposed to work.
Cold shouldn't be
So,
like affecting
Well,
your
you're-
availability. Cold should not affect your ability to go in a direction. As somebody who
well,
has
there's
had to
also
go.
snow, so it's harder to tell what you're actually looking at. And there's
The snow
a
I
lot
would
of
agree
good
with.
reasons for it to be hard difficulty. Because survival isn't just which direction to go, but also like finding the right path and like knowing the wilderness.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
So if it's freezing cold and you're not used to that, it's gonna be hard.
The snow part is going to be hard, but we've already been dealing with the snow, except until the blizzard made it worse. So, if it wasn't already imposing a penalty, imposing a penalty now because you guys got lost isn't necessarily going to make any sense, especially since you guys had I want to say Kindle. It's not Kindle. It's Pyre. Pyre has mountains.
No, Pyre does not have mountains.
I thought you picked up mountain.
I was learning mountains. But then you said that was more or less useless because I didn't have a guide and just wandering around wasn't enough.
True. I do remember saying that now.
Yeah, otherwise I'd be working on getting mountain.
Yeah, because you're not going to learn, like, the particulars of... I forgot that you didn't actually have mountain. But you're also, like, what I said is also accurate. You're not going to learn the particulars of mountain survival in the short span of time that you guys have been in the mountains without having somebody to teach you.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I guess we're just back at square one. So, go ahead and do the rolls. Because the plan that I had did not work the way that I thought it would, because I forgot that everybody's going to have terrible rolls right now.
Yep.
Damn it, it was going to be fucking cool, too.
Ah, yes. Everyone's favorite way to deal with Wendigos. Make the anti-magic guy do the camp rolls.
Six,
Finally passed.
I like how we went through all of that, and you fucking pass anyways.
Both of us pass. The funniest damn part.
So that's where you guys are right now.
Goodbye.
Jesus.
And based off of those rolls, I will put you here. So, yeah. You guys got kind of lost.
But we know where we are now, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will also say that there's enough to stave off the twin deaths for the moment.
I wave goodbye.
I will also note that despite how nebulous the writing is, most of the spell spawn have mechanics that I just don't employ at the time. And occasionally some of them are just literally run away because they're too big. Specifically looking at the Iron Revenant. Let's see. Hold on, let me check something real quick before I decide. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put a pin in it, mainly because I have my mom on the way to pick up my brother's dog. So this way I don't get it interrupted in the middle of something. It's about an hour and a half in anyways, and it seems like lately that's about how much we get before either the DM runs out of things or decides to put a pin in it in hopes that maybe Moon will actually show up next time. Anyways, for those of you that may or may not be watching, if you enjoyed that and would like to see more of it, then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow on Twitch, all that good stuff. Other than that, big announcements for upcoming couple of months. Nothing this month, but December, we have the birthday subathon that I'm going to be doing. Be sure to come check us out for that. We got a bunch of people coming to hang out and play Dead by Daylight with me, and of course, there's the usual subathon shenanigans. So if you throw bits at me or do the throne wish list during that time, there's goals that you get to unlock different things for. For those of you that don't know what a subathon is, that'll be on Twitch. Like I have said before, there will be 2 podcasts that I am planning to add. One of them will be writing related, the other will be gaming related. Still waiting a little more before I have concrete decisions on the gaming one, but the writing one is basically just waiting until I get the schedule set up. I don't know why that was so hard to say. Other than that, I hope everybody has a great... hold on. Big thank you to my Priest tier patrons, Cameo Saturnus, Ice Crystal, and anybody that has subbed to me on Twitch and the like, and anything like that. Couldn't continue without y'all's help. I greatly appreciate it. other than that, everybody have a great afternoon, and don't forget to drink water.
Hydrate or dihydrate.
Well, the bomb got dropped upon us all, and the list of all unknowns is tall. But if there's anything we know, our stubbornness has shown. We'll climb up after any fall. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. Leftover ashes in the sky, and the nations, all they do is fight. Yeah, the crown broke all our trust, so I guess it's up to us to save whatever's left of life. We know who we are, but we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from. But we still don't know who named us. Yeah, we know where we are, but we don't know where we came from.